Okay, so we've done all this introduction. You already know that my name is Tokunbo Shumbayo, and this training is the digital skills, is the foundation program on digital skills. So today we are doing session 1. So I'm not going to kind of go over that. You've met all the coaches. We've already done our introductions. So these are all the coaches. And we've said that every coach has a WhatsApp group. So if you're not in a WhatsApp group, we will be helping you get into a WhatsApp group at the end of this session. Okay, so today we're going to start with the objectives of this foundations program. You know, what is it that we want you to take away at the end of the 5 weeks that you're going to be with us? And for some people, we might end up having maybe a week or 2 more just to make sure that everyone has the opportunity to get their certification of attendance. So that is really important. So please ensure that you are attending these sessions so that these objectives would be achieved. So what are the objectives? First of all, to provide you with the basic skills and insights for digital entrepreneurship. Now, one of the things that a lot of people would think when they hear of basic skills, honestly, we've had every type of person on this platform, people who have good skills in one area or the other, people who are just learning, how to use the online space or the digital space, and that's okay. Because one thing that I have discovered is no matter what level you are on, there is always something new to learn. So everything, because when it comes to technology, things are evolving very quickly, especially now that we are in the age of AI. Before you finish learning a particular tool, another one can come out. So it's so important that we stay up to date with learning digital skills. And so one of the things we are doing here is going back to the foundation and making sure that everyone is learning the right thing. Also here, we want you to explore digital tools that can make your business more efficient, successful, and responsive to your customers' needs. Now, everyone on here is an entrepreneur. We had asked when you signed up is someone who's been in business 6 months or more. So that means you have customers, you have consumers, people that use your products. And we want to make sure that you are efficient, that you are successful. And what makes for a successful business is that your business is profitable. And so if you are using the right digital tools, you have the right digital skills, it will give you the opportunity for your business to be more successful. So this is one of the objectives of this training. And finally, to help you make strategic decisions for the digital transformation of your business. There are so many avenues for you to build your business online, and you will be learning these skills in this training. Now, for some of you, you might say, oh, I'm using this, or I'm using, maybe I have a website already. Have you maximized the opportunity that your website would give you? I can tell you that when I learned how to build websites back in 2011, and till now, I'm forever learning something new. Something is coming out. So we are going to help you make those strategic decisions in the course of this training over the next few weeks. So I hope this helps. If you all understand these objectives and you are clear with them, please put it, yes, I understand what you are trying to achieve with these digital skills. So if we said it, basic skills and insights to help you be efficient, successful, and responsive, and to also support you in making strategic decisions in your business. So let's see you put it in the comment section that yes, that is what I want. So if you are saying yes, that means this is what I want, or I understand, just start putting all the yeses in the comment section. And also, if you are just joining us, please put in the comment section where you are based. So just put it in there. That would be an ongoing thing. Okay, so we are going to do our very first activity. Now, the reason why we've made a little bit of an adjustment in our delivery today is because during our onboarding, we had done the first parts of the introduction. So if, for example, you had not attended the onboarding, we have videos that we have put in our groups that will take you over the onboarding session. So if there's anything that you don't understand, do not worry, just go into your WhatsApp group and watch the onboarding video session. So today we're going to go straight into this first activity. So Janet is going to support me in this activity. And what we are going to do today is have people put into the comment section a yes or a no. So this questionnaire is one of the questionnaires that we have on the platform. And so what I've done is broken those down. Because we are not doing the whole introduction, we are just going to kind of focus on this questionnaire. It will help you understand where your business is and where you would like your business to be, or where your business needs to be with these questions. Now, these questions are just a yes or a no answer, and I'm going to dwell on them quickly. Another thing I'm going to do is we're going to put those questions together and also pass it on to all your coaches, and they will put it in your WhatsApp group, and you can go over them in your time. So don't worry about it if you you don't kind of follow it in order. Don't worry about that. We are going to put it in your WhatsApp group and you can go over them in your own time. So I'm going to give you a minute. You can get a pen and paper. Hopefully some of you have your pens and papers with you. But again, if you don't have it, that's okay. But Janet, your support is just to see who is saying yes or no. And we just read through it. So it's more about the questions. Okay, so we're going to get started with question 1. So this is, does your business have the following characteristics? That's what we are going to be looking at. Does your business have the following characteristics? So question 1 is provision of basic contact information. That is email, phone, address, online. That is on Google My Business or the business website or a marketplace. So the question is yes or no. So do you have this basic information on your business? So yes or no. So Janet, are there people already responding?
Yes, I think yes.
Okay, so some people are saying yes, that they have it. Are
No,
people saying
no.
no? Okay, so
Yes, some are saying no.
okay, so this,
Joy said yes.
okay,
Shoma
perfect.
said yes.
Okay,
No.
okay. Thank you.
Oludayo said yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Janet,
There's
what we will
no.
do is you can read about 5 people and then we go to the next question. Okay,
Okay.
so anyone, you can write it in your own. You can just write number 1, I said yes. Number 2, I said no. So that when we put it in your WhatsApp group, you can go back to those questions and look at it. Oh, question 1, I said no. Or question 2, I said yes. So it's a little bit of a, kind of get you all into the understanding of what we are trying to do. So question 1. So question 2 is use of free messenger applications to communicate with clients and promote products and services. So maybe WhatsApp, Telegram, anything like that. So again, question 2, is it a yes or is it a no? So we'll give you a few seconds to answer that. And then Janet will read about 5 of them and see what they said. So for question 2. So Janet,
Yeah,
is
let them
anyone?
indicate here. I have a yes for question 1, a yes for question 2.
Okay.
They should try to put the number so that we know which one they're answering now.
Talking about maybe you can repeat it to them. That they should, maybe they should write Q1, yes, Q2, so that because of time. So when we see the Q, we know that it's question that they're talking about.
Yeah, yes,
I'm not
we
sure
can
they
do that.
understand.
Yes,
Okay.
all I'm saying, because of the time, that's exactly what I'm saying. So because of the time, let people just put in yes or no. It's really not important. We're just keeping the flow going. When they get into their WhatsApp groups, then they can start addressing it individually and go back to it. So what we are just doing now is just keeping the activity going. Otherwise, if we want to go like, oh, question 1, question 2. So Janet, all you just do as question 2 has come in, oh, I'm seeing a yes, I'm seeing a no. It doesn't matter who's answering what.
Thomas says yes for question 2.
Okay.
Esquad says not really.
Okay.
I have Anna here. She said yes.
Okay.
And there's Galaxy. Galaxy is there to change to the name. Please, Galaxy, change.
Okay.
Galaxy J7 says yes.
Okay.
Fumi said yes, but didn't indicate if it's 1 or 2.
And don't
Number
worry
2,
about
I
that.
use WhatsApp, but not
don't
WhatsApp business. That's okay.
Okay. So don't worry about any of that. We are just like going through these questions. These questions are all going to come into everybody's platform. So don't worry about that. Okay. So for question 3 now is what I'm asking. So anyone, once you have a yes or a no for question 3, just put it in the chat. So I'm going to give you a few minutes and we're going to question 3. So question 3 is use of free business social network profiles to promote products or services. So do you use Facebook? Do you use Instagram? Do you use TikTok? So put in the section there and say yes. Or you can even put in TikTok or Facebook or Instagram. So you can type that in. So that could also be another way we can go about it. So you can type in Facebook, Instagram. Yeah, go ahead, Janet.
Nico says yes. Beatrice said yes.
Okay.
Ajayi said yes. Facebook.
Okay. Perfect.
Then I have Instagram, Oluwatobi.
Okay, perfect.
I have IG and WhatsApp.
Okay.
From Joke.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so we're going to go on to the next question. Use of paid messenger applications to communicate with clients and promote products and services. So again, this could be WhatsApp. Does anyone use paid messenger applications? So maybe you've used WhatsApp business and actually paid for maybe adverts, anything to promote your business. So is there any yes or no? So Janet, read about 3 and then we'll move on quickly.
I have a Molara, no. Molara says no.
Okay.
Faith said no.
Okay.
Henrietta, no.
Okay, perfect.
Fumi, no.
Okay. All right.
Nicole said yes, WhatsApp business.
Okay, so number 4, you can see that many of you are not using this number 4 yet. So in the course of this training, this could be an area that would be of interest to you. So keep that in mind. Okay, so question number 5. Use of paid digital marketing tools to promote products or services like AdWords. So has anyone used AdWords? So type in AdWords. If you've used it, type in AdWords. If you've not used it, say no. So this is question number 5. So Janet, read about 3 out. If they're saying no, it's just no, 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 and then we can move on because we want to go very quickly.
Yeah, I can see all no, but they didn't indicate the number.
No, don't worry about the number. Don't worry about the number.
All no.
Okay.
All no.
Okay, so everyone, as you are looking at these questions, see if you know that you have not been, you don't have this in your business, just keep it in mind. So you can write it down number 5 or whatever, because we are moving very quickly. So don't worry about it. It's going to come into your WhatsApp group. Okay. So number 6.
I can see a yes for Beatrice. Yes.
Okay, that's okay. Use of social network platforms or messenger applications to sell products or services. So that's WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. So do you use the social network platforms or messenger applications to sell your products or services? So put in the chat, oh, yes, so it could be WhatsApp, I use Instagram, I use Facebook, I use YouTube. So type it in there and Janet will read out 3 people who have answered that. So you can put in WhatsApp, you can put in Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, whichever one you are using. So Janet, read out the first 3 people that respond, and then we can move on.
Adedayo said no.
Okay.
No, he said yes.
Okay.
Then there's a yes for me. There's a no. I use WhatsApp. That's Faith.
Okay.
Yes,
thank you.
Deborah. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So we go to question 7. We're going very quickly. So number 7, use of a marketplace to list and sell products and services. So is there anyone here who uses marketplace? So put it in the chat. It could be Amazon, it could be eBay. It could be Uber Eats. We use a lot of Uber Eats here in the UK. So is there any marketplace that you're using? I know there's also Jumia. Is a marketplace. Whichever marketplace that you use, please put it in the chat. Or if you're not using it, you can say, no, I'm not using it. Okay, go ahead. Please, can we mute if you are not muted? Yeah. Okay, Janet, read the...
Joyce said no. Okoro said yes. No, Okoro said no. Then I have yes from Taiwo. Then there's a no from Dolapo. Yes, I use Gigi. Oluwatobi. Yeah.
Okay, can you hear me?
Ajayi said no.
Okay.
Yeah, Ajayi said no.
Okay,
number
thank
7.
you. Okay, so number 8, use of website to list or sell products or services. Use of a website. So do you use a website to sell your products or services? So you can put yes if you do or no if you don't, very quickly. Yes or no. Okay, so yes or no. Okay, Janet, read the first 3 people very quickly so that we can go on.
Yeah, I have no, Enobong no, okay. Ajayi no, not okay. Really expert. Yeah. Okay,
all right, so
no.
Okay, thank you. So you can see that a lot of people are not using a website, and we might find out the reason why they're not using it in the course of these 5 weeks and why some people are using it and if it's of benefit to them. So let's keep going. So we're almost done. Number 9, use of search engine optimization techniques to optimize the website's visibility. So because we've had a lot of people who are not using the website, also, we might have people that are not using the SEO, as we call it. These are things that you are going to learn in the course of this session. And I want to say a lot of people do not understand the search engine optimization. So we are looking forward to a time when we will be doing this learning. So is there anyone in the comment, another 3 people, Janet, that could say yes, they're using or no?
No, no, no.
Okay.
They're all no. Okay, I have a yes from Joy.
Okay, perfect.
Joy said yes.
Okay, yeah. Perfect. So you can see again how this digital skills training is really important. Okay, so next question, number 10, offer of digital payment solutions when selling products or services online, Apple Pay, PayPal, or any other platform service that you're using. So I think Flutterwave is there as well. So please put in yes or no, and then we move on very quickly. So yes or no, Janet, read.
Expert said no.
Okay.
Nico said no.
Okay.
Oludayo said no. Okay. No.
Okay.
All no.
Yeah. All right. Okay, so next question. Clear communication of shipping time and cost on the website or marketplace. So do you have to ship products to your customers? So if you do, or do you have clear communication of this shipping time? Yes or no? And if you don't understand it, just type in, I don't understand this. You can put it in. Again, this is part of the training that you will be experiencing so that you can learn how to have clear communication of the shipping time and cost. Any responses, Janet?
I can see offer of payment platform, no. Teresa.
Okay.
Fariogu said yes.
Okay, perfect.
Maureen said yes.
Okay, thank you.
said no.
Okay, yeah. So question 12. Use of any means of delivery of products or services. So own fleet, post office, third parties, delivery applications. Is there any yes or are there no's? So we've got 2 more after this and we are done. So Janet, any responses to this? Uses of any means of delivery of products or services?
I have all no.
Okay, all right, thank you. So use of an integrated inventory system software. So you are going to be learning that. So any kind of software, like for me, I use a software called ThriveCart, and I use it as where I take my payments, but I also have my software system on there. So there's going to be a lot of conversation around these things as well. So do we have anyone that says yes? Integrated inventory system software. So this is how you can keep stock. How do I put it? Keep your eye on your inventory. Is it high? Is it low? You know, how many do I have in stock, especially people who are selling physical products. Like, for example, if people are selling on Amazon, if they are doing FBA, which they call fulfilled by Amazon, then they will be getting constant information from Amazon when their inventory reaches a certain, number or things like that. But we will go deeper into that. So do we have any yeses or any nos?
No.
Okay.
Someone here, Ajayi, said, I don't understand this.
Yes, and that is why you need to come to this training. So this is exactly the reason why we are running this particular session for all of you to
said
see.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so these are things that we're going to be going throughout.
We have a yes from Nicole.
Okay, thank you, Nicole.
Yes from Ajayi.
Okay, perfect. And the final question is this: use of a customer relationship management system to manage customer relationships and track your purchases. So we call it CRM. You see how difficult it was for me to say customer relationships management because we just call them CRM. And for people who understand what CRM is, immediately you just say CRM, we know what it is. So again, these are things that you're going to be learning. If you don't come to the sessions, how are you going to learn these things? So we put this in place so that people can be aware of the power of this digital skills training. So that is all the questions. And I'm just going to hand over to Benedicta now for the learner's expectations. So you've listened to all this that we've talked about, and Benedicta is just going to guide us and have a look at what people's expectations are of this training. So Benedicta, I'm going to hand it over to you so people can put it in the chat, or we might have one or two people that will be able to tell us what their expectations are of this digital skills training. So Benedicta, over to you.
Oh, I'll be supporting Benedicta. Thank you so much, Tokunbo, for guiding us all through the objective and the first activity. So the truth is that we all came here with one expectation for one reason or the other. The truth is that the Bible says that the expectations of the righteous will not be cut short. If you don't have an expectation, there is nothing to measure your growth. That everyone, at least if not everyone, at least some of us have reasons why we came for this training. Maybe you want to grow your business, you want to learn new skills and all that. So this is the time that you have to just, in one sentence, so that we won't waste time, I will just need 3 persons to raise their hand to say what their expectations for this particular training is. And even if you think that you don't have an expectation, listening to other people's expectation will spark up something in you. That's the truth. So I just need 3 persons to say what their expectations are. Indicate by raising your hand, and others can put it in the chat box what your expectations are. Just one sentence, please, so that we won't waste time. Thank you. Anyone? So you put it in the chat. What's your okay? Okay, yes. I can see Enobong said to update my skills.
Okay. Maureen has raised her hand. So there's Maureen. She's raised her hand because I'm not sure if anyone can see it.
Okay. Let me unmute Maureen.
Yes, so she can unmute herself. Let me stop sharing so that you can actually
myself.
See. Okay.
Yes, yes. So basically, it's just to update myself, like Tokes was saying when she started, things are coming in so fast that you just don't know where you are. So first, to actually know what I know and what I don't know, and then to upskill myself. Thank you.
Awesome.
Okay. May I read from the chat box?
Yes, read from the chat box, and we still have some people that
Florence Agbudu, to be well equipped and digitalized. Oh, that's disappeared now. To be well equipped and digitalized for business growth.
Okay.
Yes, I do believe that you will get that knowledge from here.
We've got some people that's raised their hands, so I've stopped sharing so that we can actually see. So there's a Samsung SM. I don't know. Somebody's got their hands raised. So can you, if you raise your hand, can you unmute yourself and then tell us your expectations? Anybody else?
Okay, somebody in the chat box, Oluwatobi Loba, said to enhance my digital skills. Okay. Maria said to upskill. Then Afe said to understand the digital space. Juliana said to get knowledge required to grow my business. I think somebody should speak. Those raising their hands, so that's too much of our time here.
We have somebody who's raised their hand, Samsung SM. So the person is muted. So do you want to speak because you have your hand up?
Okay, so let me just quickly say this, that I am really happy to be in this group. Thank you very much to our coaches. So one of the, I'm really excited, especially when we are going through the questionnaires and some of the things that we're going to be learning here. And that means for me, I don't want to be doing business in a traditional way, just buying and selling and not, putting them in a digitalized way. But one thing I have noticed is that people that are digital inclined, they do more on the on the digital space than people that just feel that, okay, let me just put my stuff on WhatsApp. So if the only thing I know is just WhatsApp, and other people know how to just generate leads, how to put things on Facebook, if they can do better, then if I'm going to be learning here, I am super excited. Thank you very much, Maz.
All right. Welcome. Deborah said to gain deeper knowledge on how to effectively manage my business. Teresa said to set up a system for my business online. I think we'll just take one more.
Samsung. Can we have Samsung change her name, please? She says to learn new skills and get more knowledge to explore business, and I'm happy for this.
Perfect.
That's Samsung. But we need her to change her name. We need to have a name. Oluwatoyin's iPhone says to improve my digital skills and take business to the next level.
Okay, perfect. Okay, thank you, Benedicta, and thank you for everyone that responded and all the chat conversations as well. Honestly, if we are in a time now, I don't even want to scare anybody with what is happening in the world of AI. But one of the things that is really on my heart at the moment is we have got to learn this basic digital skills first. Because if you don't understand the foundation, how are you even going to learn how to use the AI? And we are moving into what we call the AI age or the era of AI. And the most important thing is, even for us, when you look at a child starting school, no one starts a child off and puts that child in secondary school or university. Even if they're a genius, they will still spend those very early years. I think I was reading the other day where there's a 7-year-old at university, and, I'm not for or against it, but if I want to look at it from social skills, what is that child going to learn that they would need in the real world from a social perspective? But that's, a story for another day. But what is important is let us get the foundation right. If you are building a house, it always starts from the foundation. So these digital skills, it's very important that if you are coming online and you want to digitalize, it's good to start at the beginning. And for everyone who has registered on the portal, you will see that the first place we are starting is called Start. And that is what we are doing. So let none of us think that, oh, I already know these things that they're going to talk about, because there's always something new to learn. So Benedicta, thank you for this. And we are going to go on. I'm going to start sharing, and we are going to go into the session for today. It's a very short session, so we should be finishing on time. And that, will give us all the rest of our days, and then we can all go back into our WhatsApp groups. And if we have any questions that are outside of this space, you can ask your coach. But if you have any questions within here, please put it in the chat, and we will pick up those questions during the Q&A session. Okay? So thank you so much, and I'm just going to start sharing in a minute. Please, can everyone mute themselves? And if you don't have your name, please change your name, please. Okay, so the next session is, and let me see where I am. Okay, so we are starting session 1. And Session 1, I will be taking it again for those who came in later. My name is Tokunbo Shumbayo. I am one of the trainers and coaches, and we are taking these sessions. So this week, you will be seeing me, and the weeks to come, you will be seeing my colleagues as well. So what is digitalization for you? That is the big question. So we're going to look at 3 steps. So in the course of this training that you're going to be going through with us over the next few weeks, you're going to learn about digitalization, and digital transformation. See, I'm not very good. I always get a tongue twister. So if you can all have a good laugh, if you see me do that. My kids always have a good laugh when I have long words. I don't use a lot of big words. So digitization and all that. So these are the things that you're going to be learning as we go on, okay? So these are the 3 steps that we'll be looking at. So first of all, digitization, I think I got it this time, is the process by which a business converts some tools from an analog to a digital form. So basically, it's back in the day, I used to remember, you know, we used to have what we call filing cabinets. And these filing cabinets, you will see folders inside. And inside those folders, you will see all these paper documents. It will have somebody's, maybe if it's a business, they will have the name of the customer, they will have the address, all the information about that customer will go into this cabinet, and all the paperwork was there. And back in the day, it was the best that we had, but it was also very dangerous. Why was it dangerous? We know a lot of times where buildings go up in fire. And when they go up in fire, all the documentation gets lost. And when the documentation is burnt and gets lost, that's the end of the information. So actually having the opportunity to take those documents, which we will call analog, and then turn them into digital forms, was actually a game changer. It was a game changer because now you would take all the customer's information, you are saving on paper, you are saving on space, and everything goes into a digital form. So put in the comment section what is an analog. So like things that you think are analog, like I gave the example now that having forms, you know, paper forms. So right inside the chat, what do you understand by analog, and give some examples of analog tools that we had used back in the day. So for those who have been around long enough to know what they are, and can I have Fatima and Adenike just help me check in the chat what people are saying? So anything for analog to digital form. So give an example. So it could be, just like I said, the filing cabinet, and now you've got it on the computer, or what else? What else are people saying?
So okay, so Maureen says paper documentation.
Yeah.
Oluwatobi Loba says measuring book. Esquire Consultant says paper-based. Enobong says analog, that is typewriter. Bose Ajay says office files.
Absolutely. The typewriter is a very good example. Thank you for that, because now we use the computer. Back in the day, you have to put the paper in, and if you know it, then you have to, there's those typewriters where you have to roll so that the paper goes in very well, and then you start typing with that noise, you know, and things. But now we use the computer. Somebody can be on a computer now, and there's, you know, you don't hear any noise, or you can be on your phone where, you know, it's touch screen. So can you see that we have come far? So thank you for sharing that. So the next one, let me just get this out of the way, is digitalization. I think that's one of the easiest of the 3 that I can actually pronounce. So this is the use of digital technologies to transform a business model and provide new revenues and value production opportunities. So again, the use of digital technologies. So I want to ask you to put in the comment section, what do you think a digital technology is? So what are the digital technologies that you have seen that is in use globally? or which ones are you using? So when we say digital technologies, what does it mean? Before we even talk about it, I want to see who understands that, because you're going to find some things that might sound a little bit advanced in conversation. So is there anyone in the comment section that has put it that digital technologies? What does that mean?
Maureen says smartphone, and Ressa says smartphone. Enobong says robust business application. Consult Esquire, so this is cloud-based. AA Collection says social media.
Exactly.
Nicole says apps.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. And that's exactly it. So taking the example of our smartphones, the smartphone is a digital technology. Back in the day, we used to have those phones at home. I remember when we were growing up, we had that big box phone. And I remember showing it to my daughter, and she was like, she found it very funny, just looking at it. But when we were little, we had our parents, they would, I don't know if anyone is in my generation, where our parents padlocked the phone. They would put a padlock on it. But as young people, they always find ways to do things. So we found a way of, you would take the handset up and you start tapping. So if it's one, you would tap one. If the number is two, you would tap 2 times. If it's 4 times, you will tap it 4, and you will still make the phone call. And your parents will get the telephone bill and be wondering, after we locked it, what is going on? But today we live in the world where we have our phones, and the phones have come a long way. Who knows the very first set of phones that came out? Which one is the most common one that everybody knows? Please put it in the chat. Which ones are the most common smartphone? Well, they weren't smartphones, they were phones, handsets back in the day before they became smart. So which one is there? There's one that is coming to my head now. Let me see who would say it first.
It says Nokia. Ifeoma says Nokia 3310.
Good.
Georgina,
who said Nokia 3310? Please give me that person's name. Give me that person's name. Who said it?
A lot of people said so.
Okay.
Ajayi, Anna, Georgina. I think Georgina was first.
There it is. Perfect. Thank you for sharing that. Yes, the Nokia 3310 and all its relatives and everyone that is using. So can you see that we've got the laptop now? Back in the day when the desktop first came out, you have to go and sit at the desk before you can use the computer. But now you can carry your computer around with you. Your laptop, your tablets, name them. So can you see how we can transform any business? And it provides you new revenue, new opportunities, and value production opportunities. Like I can build courses online. I can just literally, if I have an idea for a web page, I literally go on and I can build a web page on my laptop. I can be out and about and just bring out my phone and create something on Canva. And I've created a whole flyer. That is what we are talking about. It creates opportunities for you. So the next one is digital transformation. It's the process of using digital technologies to create new or modify existing business processes and customer experiences to meet the evolving market needs. Digital transformation transcends traditional roles of sales, marketing, and customer service. It begins and ends with how the business thinks about and engages with customers. We are living in a completely different world right now. One of the big ones for me, and I had to turn it around for it to become an asset and not a liability. That means, back in the day, you would go online and you will see an advert. And when you click on it, you just see it and it has gone. Now, if you click on an advert, that advert will start popping up all the time. It's literally crawling around with you. You will see it everywhere. How many of you have experienced that? That you click online and you suddenly start seeing that advert following you around on your phone everywhere you see it. How many of you have ever experienced that? Please put in the chat and say, yes, I've experienced that. Even if you can, put the name of
Sivan says push marketing.
Exactly.
Afalabi says yes. Amina says yes.
Absolutely. So how did I turn it to my advantage? If I want to remember maybe an advert or the service or the product, if I want to remember it, I will just click on it. because I know over the next 1 week, they will be sending it to me regularly. So when I'm ready to use it, it will come back. So honestly, that is the difference. And you want to use that in your business to your advantage. What are the new ways that you can get your business in front of people? What are the opportunities that are there that I can get my business? Like someone said earlier, that I want to move beyond the traditional type of business that my business is, if people don't come to my shop, they can't buy. But I can offer a service where I say, just, go onto my WhatsApp business and we will deliver to you at home. It has become common knowledge. And because of the pandemic, it even moved to a higher level. Every country around the world found a way of getting through the pandemic, and many businesses transformed. So as we are going through these trainings, you are going to start learning ways in which you can take your business to the next level and digitally transform your business. So these are the 3 areas that we are going to be focusing on and breaking down and empowering you in your business. Okay? So this is the final bit. Just making sure that I'm looking at the time. Okay, perfect. So we are going to look at Amina. So I want you all to meet Amina and say hello to Amina. So Amina lives in Nairobi, Kenya, owns a small boutique specialized, a small boutique. It's a specialized boutique, and she's selling African clothing and is passionate about her business and wants it to go digital. So in the course of our training, we are going to look at Amina and other women like her, and we are going to support Amina. And while we are supporting Amina, we are also supporting ourselves in understanding how Amina can take her business and take it to the next level. So if I was to ask you now, for anyone here who has already been doing business, what would be the first advice that you're going to give Amina whereas she wants to take her business digital? What do you think she should do? Can you put it in the chat? So what would be the first things you would tell? Oh, sorry, let me go back. So Adenike, can you read it out for us? What are people saying? What advice would they give Amina to start her digital journey?
Okay, for me, Akoja says to get trained first. Okay. Ereta says first learn digital skills. Esquire Consulting says register the business name, open social media handles. Then Anna Ubukoro says show up every day, consistency.
Okay, perfect.
Enobon says she should engage the social media to increase and maintain her customer base.
Okay.
Then there are quite some others, other persons to have said.
Perfect. Thank you everyone for sharing that, because in the course of this training, we are going to give Amina advice over the next 5 weeks, and we are going to learn these things for our own businesses as well. So this is the introduction. This was our first session. We are through with the first session. Please make sure that you come back on Thursday as we go into session 2. And this is the end. So now we are open for any questions that people may have. And at this session, it will be myself and all the coaches that will be answering this session. So does anyone have questions? We can take maybe, let me see the time. So we've still got a bit of time, which is good. So let's let maybe about 3-4 people can raise their hands if they have any questions. And the rest, you can put your question in the comment section. These questions could be anything. It could be based on what we've talked about or whatever concerns you might have at this time. So let me just see what our agenda is. Yes, so I'm going to stop sharing so that we can actually see if there are any questions that people have. So thank you all for listening. So yes, so over to you all. Are there any questions about what we have talked about, or any questions that concern you that we the coaches can answer? So go ahead. The floor is over to you. Maybe there's something you don't understand.
All right. So perhaps while they are, I don't know, gathering their thoughts on the questions, let me quickly mention those that are yet to change their names.
Okay.
Because we really do not want to have not put their names on this, on this, I don't know, the screen that we're seeing here. I'm seeing an iPhone. I'm seeing 2 Techno Sparks. There's a Techno Spark 8C. There's another one, Go 2021. Are you having challenges changing your name?
Exactly.
So what you have to do is go to the top right-hand corner of your screen in order to, you'll see a drop-down menu, not the mute side, but the next you see 3 dots, and with the 3 dots, you'll see a drop-down menu. With that drop-down menu, go to the very end of the bottom of the drop-down menu. It will show you rename. So click on it and change your name, all right? Put your name there, because now we don't know who you are, and we don't want it to affect negatively you receiving your certificate. So go there, it will show you rename, put your name there. God's time, hers was a Samsung before, so she's been able to change it, and we can even see a face before. Can you do that? Please do that immediately, because we may actually come to a time when, once we cannot see your name, because we want to preserve the integrity of this training sessions, there will come a time when we will not allow you to attend with just your full name. We will log you out, please. All right.
Okay.
So Technospark, that's why I'm putting this. That's why I'm explaining this to you now. So I'm saying Technospark 8C, Technospark Go 2021. I'm seeing an ITEL, and I'm seeing a user. Okay, and an iPhone. Change it. Go to the 3 dots at the top right-hand corner of your screen, just as you are on this phone now. I mean, on this call now. Okay, I'm saying somebody, you're moving, iPhone, you're moving. So go to the 3 dots at the top right-hand corner. Just move your cursor around, it will show you. Yeah, move your cursor. You see the 3 dots, click on it, and there'll be a drop-down menu. So on that drop-down menu, scroll right to the very bottom where it says rename, and put your name, all right? Another thing that we could do, if you really still cannot get the hang of it, put in the chat your name and your coach's name, so that your coach can get back to you and teach you properly, all right?
Yeah, that's a good point. Thank you.
Your coach can now teach you properly. All right, I'll yield the floor now. Thank you, Tokes.
Thank you, Adebola. That is absolutely perfect. Like minds think alike, because that was exactly what I was about to say as well, is that if you are still struggling with it, this is digital skills. So if you're still struggling with it, you can reach out to your coach, and your coach can support you. That is part of why we are here. I just want to, before we go, we've got one final thing, which is for us to look at the portal, so that we can show everyone what they need to do while they're in the portal. But also, I just want to acknowledge our coach is here, our lead coach is here. So Coach Abisola, we just want to say you are welcome. I know you came in quietly in the background. So you are welcome. It's lovely to have you here.
Welcome, lead coach Abisola.
Yes.
Yes, please. Everybody give applause. This is our Oga. All right. So applause, please, everyone.
I just saw her name pop up. I was like, okay, yes, you give honor to whom honor is due. So she has been absolutely amazing to us and giving us all the support. We have bothered her so much.
So much, and we continue. We will continue to bother her, especially on behalf of all these participants.
Okay, can we have other people mute? Okay. Adenike, could you go through the list and mute anyone that is who's not supposed to be speaking at this time? Thank you, everyone. Okay, so thank you, Coach Abisola. Do we put you on the spot? Do you have anything you would like to say?
No, yes, you put me on the spot.
No, I do not have anything I want to say. I'm just coming quietly
I know.
listening. Thank you. Have a beautiful afternoon.
Okay, thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate
Thank you so much for honoring us with your
Okay, we have
presence.
somebody in the background. There's somebody in the background that's not that I've muted you a few times and you've unmuted again. So please, if you are not taking the floor, can you kindly mute yourself? We appreciate you. We appreciate your voice in the background. Okay, so it seems we don't have any questions, so we're quickly going to just have a look at the platform.
So there's one or two questions.
Okay, please, can you read them out?
I think we've gone a bit, they've been putting the question, well, just a few questions. I'm not even sure the person correctly articulated.
Would they like to speak? Would they like to speak? If the person wants to unmute.
Okay, so it says, Afe Oluwatimileyin unit says, can any business be digitalized? An instance, writing.
Okay. So one of the coaches who wants to respond to that.
Okay.
Do we take all the questions together and then answer them one by one, or do we take them one by one?
It depends on what it looks like on the chat.
I think that's the only question.
Okay.
The other one is about your coaches. Somebody wants to know how they know their coaches.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So what we can do is, what do we all think about that question? Can any business be digitalized? So let's throw it open to the floor. What do we think? Put it in the chat. Can any business be digitalized? So what are the responses we're getting? We're getting a lot of yeses. I can see them. Yes, 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 yes. I want to agree with that personally. If you have a phone, then you can digitalize your business. Because even just putting your business on, or taking a picture of your business or doing a video and putting it online and putting your phone number under it and asking people to get in touch, you've digitalized your business at its basic level. Yes, there are other things you need to do, but at least at its basic level, you are showing people that I am in business. So that is what I would want to say with that. And as we go on in this course, you will be able to see how any business can be digitalized. Okay, so we're going to go on. Is there any other question before we move on?
I'd like to add to what you said.
Yes, go on, Fatima.
As per writing, yes, writing can be digitalized. We have an application called WordPress. That's what bloggers use. So you use that platform to express, their writing capabilities, and then they use it, to do business.
Okay, and that's a good one that you said, because I remember when I first started learning how to build websites in 2011, the first one I used was WordPress. And I remember I started with a blog and I was just writing this blog online. And then one year I reached out to Business Day Nigeria and I asked them if they would allow me write for them. And the first question they asked me is, send us some of your articles. And all I did was just send them my website link. And they got back to me and they said I should start writing for them. And so I started writing for Business Day Nigeria back then. Now, what made me stop writing for them is that they got to a time where they just decided that they're not going to be putting our names anymore. And they started turning it to admin. So I'm going to do all the work. It's not like in the day of ChatGPT now. I will have to do all the work. I would write my content, everything. Then I put it in Business Day Nigeria. And then they will write admin. So there was no acknowledgement. But at the time where my name was there, I have a lot of people who are following me till today that they met me through my articles that I had written on Business Day Nigeria. So in today's world, you having a website can open you up to great opportunities. I've lost count of opportunities that I've had just by going on and using all these digital technologies. So there's great opportunities for you to learn these things. And now with AI, you can, I would write an article, I would put it on ChatGPT, I would tell it to tidy it up for me, and I will put it online. A lot of people are still going, then they will know I'm not the one that wrote it. Okay, how many people ask you when you arrive at a venue for an event and say, did you walk from your house or did you enter your car? Or did they ask you, which kind of car did you drive? Nobody's interested. We are in the early days of AI, so people are still going, talking about it in a negative way. But it's going to come a time where there's going to be a generation of young people who did not even know these things. Whether it's good or bad is irrelevant. It's here, it's staying, and we need to learn these digital skills. Okay, so let me go on and do this. Go to the website of the WIDB. So I'm going to share my screen again, and we are going to look at the platform. So is there anyone who has not registered on the platform yet? So put in the comment section and say yes means you've registered, no means you have not registered on the platform. So please, everyone who has not registered on the platform, please put no in there. If you've registered, don't put anything. We want to identify people who have not registered on the platform yet. So do we have anyone saying no? We have about 60-something people online today. Is there anyone who has not registered on the portal?
Fumia Koja says no.
Okay.
BT Kitchen Refill says no. I don't know. Yeah, she's using her business name.
Okay.
Those are the two.
Okay. So these people, we are going to have to support you. Do you have the name of the coach or the person that invited you? Can you put the name of the person that invited you into the comment section so that that person knows it's you and they can reach out to you after? So the people that said no, do you know who invited you?
No Bong says no, but she says my coach says she saw it yesterday.
Okay.
I don't know what that means. So you registered and you thought you didn't register.
Okay, but you know your coach.
Who's your coach?
Benedicta.
Who is your coach? Enobong, who's your coach?
Janet.
Coach.
Okay, so yeah. Janet, so you will handle that after the session, okay? Is there anybody else? Sure. Anybody else who is not on the portal? Okay, so we're going to go ahead. Now, this is...
Koja says Sister Onyeko invited her.
Okay, so so Coach Onyeko will reach out to her as well. It's just good for us to know who is who, okay? All right, so this is the portal. We expect everyone to go in. One of the things is if you don't go into this portal, we the trainers, we know, because we would see it. It's there with a list of everyone, the person who has visited it today, the person who has never visited it. If you go in, I've seen somewhere it will say never. Never means they haven't actually gone onto the portal beyond the fact that they registered, which is a good step. The first thing we want you to do is register. But what we want to start seeing is you doing the models online. So if I click on model 1, which is what we talked about today, this is what it looks like. When you click on enter, you would see the model and you'll see the model, and then you will start your course. Okay. So by the end of this week, we would like to see that you have finished block 1. And for those who really do have the opportunity, you can continue going through the models so that when you are coming back for the classes, it's like a recap. So the faster you can go through the models, the better for you. What we are saying is you can stay with block 1 for week 1. But what we are saying is that you're not limited to just doing block 1, block 2. If you finish block 1, you can go on to block 2, because once block 1 is finished, block 2 will open up to you. So please, everyone, go onto your portal and start doing your work. You have assignments as well. So tomorrow, you would see that even though we don't have a session tomorrow, Wednesday, you would use that time to do your model. So any day that we are not doing the training is the day you do your model. And we are only doing the training at 12. So somebody could have gone in at 10 a.m. to do their models. Nothing is stopping you. You can finish all your models. When we did our training, by week 2, we had finished all the 5 models. So nothing is stopping you from doing your models and being ahead of the class. So that way, when we are doing these trainings, you will find that you are even able to contribute and you're even able to ask more questions because you have actually, can we have this person mute? Adenike, can you check who is speaking so that I can? Mercy, can you?
Let me your wife stop.
Please, can we have this person muted? Okay, thank you. So please do that so you can go through all the models and be ahead of the class and continue going through that. So that is module 1, and you have your task 1 as well. When you finish the module, you go straight to the task and then you confirm that you finished it. If anyone gets stuck with anything, please just put it in your WhatsApp group and ask your coach for support. We, the coaches, are also supporting each other. So if there's anything that I don't understand, I can put it in our own platform. We, the coaches, also have our WhatsApp platform where we are supporting each other. And as you've seen today, we have our lead coach here. If we get stuck with anything, we come to her. So these are the models. So we've got the block 1, it has its models. We've got block 2, we've got block 3, we've got block 4 and block 5. For anyone that did not attend the onboarding, we have the video for the onboarding. We can put it again in our WhatsApp group for you to watch this. And we will be having our videos. We recommend that you come to the classes because the videos, we're going to just be putting it in a way where it's not too cumbersome for people to watch. So coming into the place is where you will get to meet more people. So I don't know, is there anything else I need to add? Any of the coaches? Adebola, is there anything you want me to add in this section or any of the coaches? Or is there any questions? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Can we add that they can still invite friends? This is just the first session. Yes. I think that we're able to take in more people now.
Absolutely. I totally agree.
Just for the next one. I don't know when we shut the doors, but
yes,
we can still admit now.
Okay. So what people can do with that is if you're already in a WhatsApp group, let your coach know the person. One of the things I would recommend is reach out to the person and ask them if they are interested. Because I've had a few people who had recommended people, and when I reached out to the person, they actually did not know that they had been recommended. So what we are saying is it's important that you reach out to the person and tell them to come and see. Don't try and explain beyond the fact that they are going to teach you digital skills. And then the coach can reach out to that person and explain things, and we can invite them. We've still got about a week plus that we can still admit people. But after this, as we have said on the onboarding, this is the only free session that you're going to get. After that, once we finish this training, it's going to be paid training. And I can tell you that we, the coaches here, we have a lot of information. So you want to take this opportunity. So please reach out to people who you feel could, do with this training, and we can reach out to them. Is there anything else that we need to talk about?
Yes, please. Okay. So I discovered that all right, so first there's a question. Somebody's asking, how can you open a website? Talks?
Yes. We are not going to talk about that today. We are definitely, in the course of our training, we will be touching on that. So today is not the day we will answer that question. Come for all the trainings. You have, yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, Adebola.
Awesome. Yeah, I just wanted to underscore what you just said now. If you want to learn how to create your own website, then you don't want to miss any session, any session whatsoever. I'm sure today it has really given you a taste of what to look forward to in this training, in the course of all the trainings, all right? Yeah. And I'm sure you're already very, very, very gingered up, right? So make sure you don't miss any sessions. And that means the sooner you tell your friends whom you want to benefit from this training, the better, so that they can join, all right? Okay. So that's one of the things I wanted to mention. Then another thing is, if you actually have been registering, I noticed that there's some people who must have tried 2 or 3 different times to register on the platform. You need to get back to your coach to let them know which one of your different attempts is the original, because that's the one we're going to be reaching out to you on, in which case those extras that are not you, we will delete them, all right?
Yes.
Okay. If you're not clear about that, if you made several attempts to register, Therefore, you have different, your name is showing 3 or 4 different, 2, 3 different times. You need to let us know which one is original, because that's the one we're going to retain while we delete the other attempts that are wrong. Okay, wrong and not your email.
Yes.
That's all. Thank you, Tokes.
Thank you so much. And to add to that, if, for example, you've registered and it's not going through, I've had some people register and they would show me Margaret, okay, thank you. You've been muted. So what they have done is some people have registered without reading the instructions in the WhatsApp group. So before you register, go into your WhatsApp group. There's some instructions that will help you to register and information that you need, like the name of your trainer, the email of your trainer, and the section where you are, I'm an entrepreneur and I was invited by a trainer. These 3 things are so important when you are registering, because if you don't put in the right information, even though you are registered on the portal, it's not going to go to your coach, and the support you need will not be offered. So a lot of people are saying, I registered, but you need to follow the instructions. So go into your WhatsApp group, follow the instructions that are there. If you are stuck, reach out to your coach. They will walk you through. They would look at the things that you are struggling with. So a lot of people, they screenshot and show it to their coach. I've had that in my group, and I can point out where the error was, and we've been able to correct them. So please do that with your coaches. So I don't know if there's no other question. We have 5 weeks together. There's opportunities for all of you to ask questions. Don't miss any of the sessions where you can. If it's impossible, reach out to your coach, let them know, and we can make arrangements. But I'm telling you, being in the room is the best thing you can do for yourself, and the opportunity to network with others. Myself and the coaches that are on this platform, many of us did not know ourselves before the training. And I can tell you, it's been a game changer for all of us and the connections we have made. And this is what we want you to do, because I might know so many people that might be interested in your business, and just me alone could be an open door for you. And we have over 60 something people on this platform that can create opportunities for each and every one of us. So I think that's it. I'm going to round up now, and I'm going to hand over to Adenike, who is going to do the announcements, let you know when our next session is, and if there's anything else that we want to talk about. So I'm going to stop sharing. Thank you for listening.
Okay. Our next, thank you so much. So our next session is on Thursday at 6 p.m. Thursday, 6 p.m. That's the 11th of September. So please, let's all pick ourselves available for the training. I think for now, that's all. Thursday.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
So for everyone, as she said, her line wasn't very clear, but what we've said is Thursday is 6 p.m. The links to the WhatsApp you will all find it in your WhatsApp group. We've said it that reach out to anyone else that you feel would benefit from this. And we would look forward to seeing you at the next session. Also, I think the only other thing I want to add, so Adebola, I don't know if there's anything else we want to add before we round off. If not so.
Nothing else. Oh, except again, please let me emphasize.
We're going to take this.
Reach out to your coaches to show you how to put your name. Because as of today, we don't know you. If your name, if it's your phone that's showing, okay, ITEL is not known to the sponsors. ITEL is not known to the website, okay? Then I want to encourage you. It's a standard with the International Labour Organization that you engage in discussions, all right? I think when I mentioned it before, maybe some people were not here. When you log on with your name, or guess with your name, you will see that there's provision made for discussion, and really doesn't have to be anything complicated. They just want to see that, yes, you're engaging on the platform and making attempts to improve on your digital skills, okay, and digital tools and what have you. So on the discussions, you can start something very ordinary that, oh, is there anybody who is in the same, services or business as myself. It can be something as simple as that. Oh, I'm a fashion designer. Do I have other participants who are fashion designers? Before you know it, all of them, they're responding. And maybe if they're planning to become so, you find them, maybe those participants will indicate, I am not, but I'm planning to. How do I start it? That's how the discussion starts, okay? So the ILO, ITC, and Microsoft want to see you engaging the different tools that they've made available to you on the website, all right? So between today and tomorrow, please, I want to see people doing that. I know there are quite a number of us, of the participants who are fashionistas here, all right? So please start your discussions, and then others as well, maybe services, especially those in finance or economics. I think I heard several of that as well. Perhaps Nicole can tell us something of Trinidad and Tobago in terms of businesses. What are the prospects that other people, participants, can leverage on? I know definitely there will be tropical fruits there, I'm assuming. So Nicole, you can start a discussion in that regard. I know I want to know, because I'm really into coconuts these days, right? In the last 2 months now, so much coconut. All right. So that's Perfect. It. Talks over to you.
Thank you. And I've seen that someone has put in a question with the portal. If you were not in the onboarding session, this is why you will have some of these questions. So one of the recommendations is to go back to the video. I will put like in my group and all with the coaches, let's put that onboarding video. Everybody go and watch it, because then you can see your timetable. We're not going to put the timetable here today. The timetable is there. You will see the days that you have the session 1 all through the sessions, and you will see where you do your self-learning. The self-learning is where you do your tasks. So everything on the platform that I showed you today, you are going to do all the tasks that are there. Until you do the task, the next module will not open, or the next block won't open up for you. So you need to go and have a look at it, do your task there. If you get stuck with anything, reach out to your coach. No question is too silly. No support is too small. So please do not feel that, oh, I don't know how to do that. Even if you don't want to put it on the main platform. Like if you're in my group, just send me a private message and say, can you support me? And I will give you a call, and then we can support you. So for some people, you might be a bit shy, and there's nothing wrong with that. You can reach out to your coach directly, and we will support you. We are here to support you.
That's why we're here.
Exactly. We want to empower you. We want to empower you. We have been empowered. Honestly, I'm approaching 60, and for a lot of people find it difficult to understand how I use the digital technology that I use. I started a long time ago. I made my mistakes. I fell down, and I'm still learning, because as you are learning one, I can tell you, before you know it is obsolete, they're not using it anymore. You have to learn a new one. So digital skills is an ongoing process, and you are in the right place at this time.
In the mighty name of Jesus.
Amen.
Everlasting King of glory, Father, we thank you. Father, we are grateful. Thank you for this first session of digital learning. Father, we ask, oh Lord, that even as we have started from the basics, that gradually everything that will be taught in different sessions, Father, that we will understand them very well and be able to apply them in the mighty name of Jesus.
Amen.
That even as we have come to learn, both in self-development and in our businesses, we will see prosperity in the mighty name of Jesus.
Amen.
Thank you, Prince of Days. Thank you,
Lord.
blessed Savior.
Amen. Thank you,
Jesus.
Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Thank you, everyone. We will see you on
Thursday.
Thursday.
Thank you, everyone.